All right, so these are my DOK choice board artifacts. I'm using my Earth Systems, um, I believe it's a choice board. It is the geologic hazards choice board. As you can see, I have my standards at the top. I have my essential question right here. Due dates are located here. And then this particular screen is my DOK1. And as you can see, this is a very basic. They had these notes to complete, and then they had to create a cube where they drew examples of geologic hazards, maybe the solutions to geologic hazards, or the impact of the geologic hazards. Then they could go to DOK2. This was the cause and effect section. Students had the option of exempting DOK2 if they scored a 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 on the DOK2 cause and effect quiz that was located on Canvas. All of my students exempted because it was just a basic cause and effect quiz, but these are the activities where they would have to identify the cause of what's happening in the image and the effect. They had 3 different options here, and they had to earn 15 points. Then for my DOK3, strategic thinking, this one is where they're actually identifying, they're creating their argument-driven inquiries. They are provided with a guiding question. They have to locate evidence data that is ultimately going to be the evidence, and then formulate a claim based on that evidence, and then they tie it all together in their justification. They had a couple of choices for DOK. They had multiple choices for DOK3. They had to earn 25 points. This was a student example of one of the choices. They could either choose one of the images and then complete the chart. And then the other choice on this page is where they can choose one of these images up here, and then they completed the discussion post, providing their claim, their evidence, and their justification for that. Other DOK3 options in the strategic thinking were they could choose a current event and explain and create a product that shared what occurred, pretty much the 5 W's, but they provided evidence, claim, as to what happened. Okay, and these are 3 student examples. Then for DOK4, the solution, this is where they go one step further and create a product that explains a solution to some of these geologic hazard incidences. In this case, there was a scenario. This one right here is a scenario that I created about the Chattahoochee River and the impact humans were having. The ultimate cause were human decisions. And they could create a protest poster, and that is what this particular student did. This is another example of a DOK4 solution. They not only had to explain the product, but they also had to create solutions to the problem. And this is an example of an article. Here's some more. I had a student who asked me if they could create a newsletter, and they did theirs on earthquakes and explained the cause, the effect, and then provided different options to help reduce damage from the earthquakes, because we can't stop earthquakes from occurring, but they can prevent damage or death. This is another option they had, was to identify a problem, come up with a solution, and they could create a prototype of that solution. And then this is the rubric for DOK4, the solution. These are my artifacts for my DOK choice board.